So I've been using Twitter for the last 10 years, but apparently I've been doing it wrong. So in the last 6 months, I've discovered ChatGPT and I've been able to optimize my content strategy on Twitter by leveraging ChatGPT to help me write better threads and even better tweets. So in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process of coming up with a thread using ChatGPT and using tools like Hype Fury or even Tweet Hunter to be able to schedule the tweets well in advance or even post them directly on Twitter. So what I normally use Twitter to do is I use Twitter to promote my agency. So I run a lead scraping agency whereby we help businesses build lead lists of decision makers that they would like to pitch their services or their offers to. So my agency is called leadscraping.io. So you can check out leadscraping.io and we can assist you in building lead list for your cold email campaigns or your cold DM campaigns. That is what essentially I use Twitter to do. So I use Twitter to push and promote my lead scraping agency while showing people how to go about lead generation. So I asked ChatGPT to write an engaging and scroll stopping Twitter thread about 10 strategies to do lead scraping. Now, since I have the know-how of how to go about lead scraping and how to do lead generation in itself, so I'm going to get the result that ChatGPT is going to provide to me, and I'm going to see if what ChatGPT has provided actually makes sense and is actually factual. So I asked ChatGPT to write an engaging and scroll stopping Twitter thread about 10 strategies to do lead scraping. So here's what ChatGPT provided, and I'm going to do this step by step so that I can be able to post this on Twitter and get some impressions, and eventually it's going to bring in some inbound traffic. So by inbound traffic is people who are going to reach out to me in regards to lead scraping services. Here is an engaging and scroll stopping Twitter thread on 10 strategies to do lead scraping. So this is what ChatGPT has provided to me. So today I'm using Hype Fury. So Hype Fury allows me to schedule the tweet for longer, and I can just post this directly into my Twitter, but I'm going to use Hype Fury here. So the first one I've gotten is, are you struggling to find quality leads? So this one is a hook. I'm not going to use this hook. So I'm going to use the hook provided by Chat Fury here. So Hype Fury is able to suggest multiple hooks that have been used by people earlier on that were able to work, and I'll be able to use this for my thread. So it makes it easy for you to pick what has been done in the past, and you can be able to iterate it according to your needs. So here's the first one I got is, does your agency make less than 100k a year? Now this is a hook that will interest somebody because it talks about 100k a year. Here 10 must-have lead scraping strategies that will help you hit 6 figures ASAP, and it's a thread. So I'm going to copy what ChatGPT is mentioning here, but I need to make sure that what ChatGPT is telling me here actually makes sense and is actually factual. Strategy 1 is use advanced search queries on search engines and social media platforms. Narrow down your search by using specific keywords, phrases, and filters to target your ideal audience. So that makes sense and is factual, so I'm going to use that. Then the second one is leverage LinkedIn Sales Navigator to identify potential leads. Use the advanced search options to filter by industry, job titles, and location to find the right prospect. So this one is also correct, so I'm going to use it as well. So the other one is check out industry related forums, groups, and communities to find potential leads. Look for discussion threads where people are talking about the problems your product or service can solve. This is also correct. It's a way of getting leads, it's a way of generating leads, so it's also correct. Now I'm going to add another tweet here, that will be tweet 5, and now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. The next one is strategy 4. So it says use web scraping tools like Scraping Hub or Pass Hub to extract data for websites and directories. This can help you find contact information for potential leads. Now these two tools, we also use them in my lead scraping agency. We use them to be able to scrape multiple directories to find leads. So this is something that also we use, so it actually makes sense, so I'm going to pick it up. So you need to fact check each and every suggestion that ChatGPT provides to you. So I'm going to paste it here as a strategy 4. So that makes sense, and now we can go now to the next strategy. That is strategy number 5. So it says monitor your competitors' social media profiles to see who is engaging with their content. These people may be interested in your products or services as well. Yeah, that makes sense. While I'm on Twitter going about my business, I engage with other people who are also offering services like mine. So if I see people who are interacting with their profiles, these are target prospects, I'll be able to reach out to them directly, so I'll be able to grab this as well. So this makes sense. So ChatGPT provides it an option for you to streamline the process of writing your tweets so that it's easy for you, and it provides some input which probably you would not have thought about it on the get-go, but once ChatGPT provides this, you'll be able to remember, okay, this is something that I normally use on a day-to-day basis, or this is something that I use on a bi-weekly basis, and you'll be able to include that. So strategy 5 is included there. Then we go to strategy number 6, go back to ChatGPT. So it says strategy 6, use Google Alerts to track mentions of your target keywords and phrases. When someone talks about a topic related to your business, you can reach out and offer your products or services. So this one I like to go with Google Trends. So Google Trends, but Google Alerts also work. So, but the thing here is to track mentions of your target keyword and phrases when someone talks about a topic related to you. So here we can maybe change this and reference this to Twitter, whereby you track mentions of your target keyword and phrases. So I like to incorporate Twitter, because if my agents, I get my leads from Twitter, so I like to assume most people as well, they work on social media, so we want to phrase this in the social media basis. So we're going to change this and have it in social media, because the good thing about Twitter and other social profiles, but Twitter, really Twitter is able to tell you, or you're able to see what people are talking about in real time. So we're going to use Twitter. So you just copy this and we're going to change it while we are posting the tweet here. So we're going to say you're going to say use social media to track mentions of your target keywords and phrases. So for me, if it's Twitter, I'll want to track Twitter to see when people are talking about lead scraping, needing a lead scraping agency, so that I'll be able to reach out to them. So I'll do social media. Then go to strategy number 7. So go back to ChatGPT. Attend industry events, conferences, and trade shows to meet potential leads in person. Be sure to exchange contact information and follow up after the event. So the good thing about nowadays is we are able to attend more of Twitter Spaces. So Twitter Spaces is whereby people are able to schedule a space on Twitter, and people are able to join the space and engage in conversation. So if we have a Twitter space of people related to your niche, so you can be able to join that space and you'll be able to engage with people, create conversation, and get leads there. So I'm going to have this, since it actually makes sense and it's factual. So I'm going to copy that and include that there. So attend industry, so that makes sense. Then let's go to strategy number 8. So go back to ChatGPT and offer a lead magnet such as a free ebook or webinar in exchange for contact information. This can help you build a list of potential leads who are interested in your product or service. So this actually makes sense, and it's what people have been using on Twitter to actually gain followers, get leads, whereby you offer something for free in exchange for probably an email, in exchange for somebody subscribing to your newsletter. So it's something that is factual, so we're going to use that as well. So we're going to copy that, we're going to include it there and paste strategy number 8. Then we're going to go to strategy number 9. You see, ChatGPT is providing what you want, so you just need to check it if it is factual and correct it where it does not make sense. So you use a lead generation software like HubSpot or a lead feeder to automate your lead scraping process. These tools can help you gather and organize data from multiple sources. Now, the essence of creating threads or creating content on Twitter is to drive traffic to what you're selling. So here I am offering lead scraping services via my agency. So once ChatGPT provides a situation like this, I'll be able to plug my business. So here I'm going to change the likes of HubSpot and Lead Feeder, and I'll include my lead scraping agency so that I'll be able to drive leads into my website. So go to step 9, but now here use a lead. So I'm going to change here, use a lead scraping agency, like, okay, we had like, so I'm going to say like lead scraping.io, and I'll just include the URL so that it's easy for people to just click into the website and book a call with us, so that we can be able to build lead lists for their cold email campaigns or their cold call campaigns. So leadscraping.io to automate your lead scraping process. The agency can can help you gather and organize data from multiple sources. That is a shameless plug. That is what we call a shameless plug. So that's also a strategy. Then you're going to have the last step, which you're going to go back to ChatGPT. So finally, always follow up with potential leads in a timely manner. The faster you can reach out, the more likely you are to convert them into paying customers. So if I do get a lead on my website, we normally do follow up via email, via DMs. So this is actually something that makes sense. So I'm going to have it as a strategy. So remember, I want to share things that actually work for me, so that once people implement them, they can also work for them. So that actually makes sense. So it's something that I include even without changing. So you have seen that ChatGPT is able to provide input of what you need. Now I'm just going to cross check what is here, so that I can just go ahead and post this immediately. So it actually makes sense since we are reviewing everything. Now I'm just going, and we have the good thing about Hype Fury is it has an auto plug here. So I just go ahead and post the tweet. So that's what we're going to do. So let me expand this here, and I just click on add to queue. You can add to queue if you want to schedule it for an extended period. For me, I just want to post it immediately, and boom, yes, post now. After I click on post now, that is posted on my Twitter. So as you can see, we have now the thread, and now the thread has been generated by ChatGPT. Now the good thing is we've been able to improve the thread as from ChatGPT by adding some items, like adding an auto plug for us, maybe plug in my lead scraping agency, and also you can fact check what ChatGPT is providing, so that you do not post something that does not make sense or something that is not correct. So we've done that, and we have the thread going. So it's just going to monitor it to see if it's going to bring in some traffic to my website, if people are going to book calls so that they can have lead scraping services. So my lead scraping agency is called leadscraping.io. So if you need us to build lead lists for your cold email campaigns or your cold DM campaigns, go ahead and check leadscraping.io in bio or in the description, and we can work together. So that's basically how I create content on Twitter using ChatGPT and incorporating it with my knowledge and the skills that I have.